Alright guys, and we're back. So right now we're going to be taking a look at Sqirtle, and this was actually supposed to be a mini-max account. Basically what that means is we're going to leave the Town Hall 7 layout, but max all the defenses out. And we were actually supposed to take this Town Hall to Town Hall 11, but again the update hit, and basically I rushed it to Town Hall 9. I've gotten the offense all caught up, but that's about it. Pretty much everything's still weak, and also we weren't going to put any pumps or collectors down on this base. We were basically just gonna do one pump, one collector throughout the whole thing, and basically all our loot was gonna come through raiding. But again, the update hit, we weren't able to finish it up, and we were gonna mini max it. But for now, I guess we're gonna leave it as a mini max Town Hall 9. It's gonna have a Town Hall 9 offense, and it's gonna have a Town Hall 7 layout. But we are still gonna max out the defenses, and as you guys can see, we are still working on a few defenses. But our air defenses are pretty much maxed out. And as you guys can see here, our stars, we pretty much have a lot of stars in this account because this one was made a long time ago, and it was made specifically for war and as a war filler. And it's not the only mini-max account I have, but it is one of the ones I did work on the longest. And I just thought I'd throw it in there because although it is a mini-max, it is still a part of engineering. It still works pretty great in war. We get Town Hall 8s with this account. Sometimes Town Hall 9s, but they're rushed. But again, this account can pull its own weight in war. So we're finally done looking at our Engineer Town Hall 9s, and right now we're just going to start off by taking a look at Shetstains, our first Engineer Town Hall 10. And this is actually my weakest because it doesn't have any defenses, and it's also one of the only bases that I have that only has the one cannon and nothing else. So we're pretty much done with this base. The only thing left to do is to upgrade our heroes, and we're taking care of that as we go. It's just a little hard to maintain our Dark Elixir in this base, but we do have our Golems, Valkyries, and Hog Riders maxed out, and a lot has changed since I first started my engineering guide, because when I first started I only had up to my giants unlocked, and now I have up to my healers, which I'm using them for a queen walk. We also maxed out our wall breakers and our wizards. So a lot has changed in this base since we started our engineer guide. And as you guys can see, we do have 400 war stars. It's a big difference from my other bases, because this base hasn't been to as many wars as my other bases have. So next we're gonna be taking a look at AIDS. This is my next engineer Town Hall 10 that I believe it's the weakest. Not really though. After this, my bases just pretty much get random. I don't really have a reason of creating this one. I just created it to have more engineers because at the time I figured if I start now, later on these bases are gonna be a lot stronger. And again, it has a max Town Hall 10 offense. We have the camps upgraded. We have the laboratory maxed out. Our lava hounds maxed out. Our balloons maxed out, and basically all that's left to work on here is just our heroes like any other base. I actually upgraded my walls to level 7 in this one, but at the time it was just to check the weight on them to see if it really does attract bigger, basically more Town Hall 9s in here after this, but it didn't. I actually have another base where I actually tested it a little further, and I upgraded my walls to level 8, I believe, and that's when I started attracting Town Hall 9s into war. So I stopped upgrading them, and basically, again, after this, everything just gets random. So like I said, my bases were gonna get a lot more random. And for this account, Chlamydia, I never really had a plan for this base. I kind of just started upgrading things. My camps aren't even maxed out to Town Hall 10. My dragons are at level 4, but that's only because I left my Town Hall as a Town Hall 9 for the longest time. Till finally the update was about to hit. I upgraded my Town Hall to Town Hall 10 just so I could have another Town Hall 10. Most of my Town Hall 10s that I have, I basically just rushed them when the update hit. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. And again, here are the war stars. And as for the troop composition, as you guys can see, it's all random, nothing really specific. I got level 4 wall breakers. I'm not really too sure what I was thinking at the time. I do have my queen, I do have my king, but they're both at a weak level. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. So here's ChiefBRWNBottom, and the reason I created this base was because my other account, STDs, was actually working so well on defending with one Inferno Tower, so I thought maybe we could put in 2 Inferno Towers. But then, that was a big mistake because that brought up my weight way high, and basically now every time I take it to war, we get matched up with Town Hall 10s, and this base can't really defend against Town Hall 10s because its weight is really up there thanks to that second Inferno Tower, and we do have a Max Town Hall 9 air defense. But as you guys can see, our offense is maxed out with level 3 Lava Hounds and level 6 Balloons. The only thing we got to work on is our minions. But also we do have our camps maxed out, so we could hold 240, and we still need to max out our heroes. We're not done with that part yet. We are still working in this base currently because I do want to upgrade all the walls and I do want to max them out. But that's pretty much it for this base. So we're gonna be taking a look at SCDs, and SCDs was actually my very first engineer account ever created. Shetstains was my first YouTube engineer guide that I made, but SCDs is my first engineer base ever. And as you guys can see, we do have over 1,000 stars in this account, and this base is pretty much random because at the time when I created this base, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just upgrading my barracks. I was upgrading the troops I could. But as you guys can see, this base was the one that actually helped me realize that troop weight matters in war and it attracts different bases. And I noticed that as soon as I unlocked my miners, I started attracting Town Hall 10s into war. But again, this base is very unique. It's the only base that I have that actually has the one Inferno Tower, and it's the only base that I have that is actually like this. I'm actually working on upgrading and maxing out my walls because I do think walls look pretty cool, and I already attract Town Hall 10s with this base. So I was like, you know what? We're just gonna upgrade our walls. Walls do carry a lot of weight, and as soon as we're done maxing them out, I want to see what kind of bases we attract in war after it. But yeah, we still use this base in clan war leagues. It still does great. I can 3-star max Town Hall 10s with this base. Again, everything else, everything is maxed. Our camps, clan castle, our Teslas are not maxed. They're still just a Town Hall 9 Teslas. Our Inferno Tower is actually level 2, and it still gets great defenses. And I will be showing a few defenses in this upcoming next Clan War League if we get any good ones. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. If you guys like what you saw, please hit that like button. If you guys don't want to miss my next video, please hit that subscribe button. Anyway, guys, Pokemon Freak out.